Hello guys, and welcome to another video, and we've finally got some information on Path of Exile's 3.24 expansion. We've got the name reveal, which was released at a strange time last night for me. Very late, or I should say early hours of the morning. And it looks like Path of Exile's 3.24 league is going to launch on March 29th. There's no delay into April by the looks of it, because the trailer is going to be happening, or the full content reveal is going to be happening on March 21st, which is pretty much in line with what they always do with the 8 days before full launch, which will be March 29th. So no kind of delay into April, which some people have speculated based on the fact that we didn't get the name reveal in the normal time slot, which would have been a few days ago. But there are a few different things in this name reveal trailer, which we'll touch on in a moment. So first, let's just jump straight into the trailer. Here it is.
May the prosperity granted to the eternal empire remain forevermore, ensuring our descendants have the means to return to greatness! I hope you're not afraid of a little dirty work.
So pretty cool mini trailer reveal there. We get this kind of crazy voice going on from the beginning here, and he says, "May the prosperity granted by the eternal empire remain forevermore, ensuring our descendants have the means to return to greatness." And I think that last line there, descendants have the means to return to greatness, I think that's going to have quite a big impact as we see the rest of the trailer. This guy is performing some kind of ritual, and I wonder if this is some kind of ancient historical figure perhaps, because he says our descendants, and he's talking about perhaps descendants of the Eternal Empire, have the means to return to greatness. Then the trailer moves on to the name reveal, Necropolis. So the word Necropolis, from Greek necropolis, meaning city of the dead, in archaeology, an extensive and elaborate burial place of an ancient city. And I think we can see the necropolis at the beginning of this trailer. Perhaps this is the necropolis here behind the historical figure. And then the trailer moves on to a shot here, and this is a really powerful shot at the end here of the trailer. We see on the left Katarina, that's the end boss and the mastermind of the Immortal Syndicate from Betrayal. And Lycia on the right, that's the Herald of the Scourge, the end boss of the Forbidden Sanctum. Then in front of them, kneeling down, looking towards them, is the three Abyssal Liches, Ulaman, Amanamu, and Kurgle. And I have to say, my immediate reaction to seeing this scene right here, I just immediately looked at Katarina and I thought, Betrayal rework. And the reason why I thought about that is because we actually had the information come out from one of the interviews, one of the PoE2 interviews, about a month back or so, where Harishi and Jonathan talked about itemized crafts becoming a thing. I think that's probably a result of all of the TFT drama. And that made me think perhaps there's a Betrayal rework on the cards, but that thought didn't last very long, because I think realistically the chances of them reworking two of the best mechanics in the game, one being Betrayal, the other one being Sanctum, is very unlikely. And what I think we're actually seeing here is part of the league mechanic, the Necropolis league mechanic. And we go back to that first line from the beginning of the trailer, where the mysterious voice says, "Our descendants have the means to return to greatness." And just based on the fact that Katarina's here, I think this is going to be some kind of entities being raised from the dead mechanic. Perhaps it could be some sort of boss arena, something similar to Maven Invites, where we can take these powerful entities, things like the Abyssal Liches, things like the end boss of Betrayal, end boss of Sanctum, perhaps other end bosses in the game that haven't been interacted with by Maven in the past, maybe even things like Cirrus, for example. And perhaps it will be some kind of mechanic where you might fight multiple bosses at once, multiple bosses that we haven't fought at once before, and maybe even their mechanics interact in some kind of way. So this makes me think that this is going to be a bossing league, and that is so exciting. A bossing league for Path of Exile. That's something that we haven't had for a while. Not the crafting league that I think a lot of people expected, myself included. I expected a crafting league. But it's possible that there is going to be some powerful crafts intertwined into this mechanic. But it looks like a bossing league is on the cards. This looks really interesting. And then at the end of the trailer, we get this watch GGG live. That's something different that we haven't seen before, and I think this might be a new thing that they're going to be doing going forward, because they're going to be developing things for both games, and I think we're just going to get a GGG live presentation where they split both of those productions into the same reveal. So we'll probably get someone speaking about the Path of Exile 1 release, and then another person speaking about the Path of Exile 2 release, and in this case it's probably going to be one person, maybe Chris, talking about Necropolis, and then we might get Jonathan or Mark talking about the Path of Exile 2 reveals, which looks like it's going to be some reveals to do with the Ranger, and perhaps there'll be more there with that as well. We know that there's going to be a bunch of creators flown out to LA to see some kind of big Path of Exile 2 reveal prior to this announcement, so we'll have to see what's going to be going on there with Path of Exile 2. But yeah, really cool trailer there. Path of Exile 3.24 looks like a bossing league. I'm excited. What do you guys think of this trailer? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.